Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Oh man, it's been a rainy day. I've been inside for most of the time. I was about to head outside, but it just started pouring, just downpouring out there. Just brutal storm out of nowhere. So we're inside and I thought I'd make a video today. And again, like I have a lot of stuff to talk about, but I want to focus on this one topic and hopefully the message will be a little bit more clear than the last, than my recent videos. I'm always trying to improve. I really want to improve while I'm talking to you guys and try and help you out and maybe pick up on some information and stuff. But I want to talk today about just like if you ever have like a fear, give me a fear about the unknown, a fear about the future, what you're not sure of, or just the fear that things might change in your life that you maybe aren't prepared for, or maybe you are prepared but maybe it happens and you're not necessarily, you thought you were ready but you weren't. And that's what I kind of think about. I've had a lot of moments, and I'm going to go back kind of 4 years ago. And I kind of want to, I kind of want to stop talking too much about the past, but I'm just going to bring it up in this one case. And, 4 years ago, I really had kind of this fear of like sudden changes happening. Um, and a lot of that had to do with kind of like my home environment, just me kind of being what I call kind of like just like in a shell kind of space where um, I didn't really want to meet new people. I didn't really want to experience anything new, and that led me to not really wanting or asking for change. And when I realized looking back on that now that that stopped a lot of my progress to where I am now. Now I'm definitely not where I want to be by a long stretch, but I have been making a lot of progress into that journey. And just the fear aspect is really, it's tough to beat. I remember I was still relatively young at that time, and I'm still young now. I was like 22, and a lot of stuff was going on in my life with my grandfather passing away, and just me kind of cutting off my dad. And those moments were tough, and that really kind of clouded a lot of like my judgment, and it kind of stopped me from moving forward for about a year. I remember that year. I spent a lot of that time grieving, and a lot of that time just feeling sad and just not wanting change, just kind of wanting to stay at home a lot. And that didn't help. And it took me about, I think after that year, it really took me, it really kind of pushed me to make that change psychologically, where I had to face that fear of a change, and I made that change. I had to move. I had to move out of my home environment, which meant I was spending a lot of time at my grandparents' house. We ended up um, selling the house after my grandfather passed away. I was really close to that because me and my grandfather would work in the garden together. I pretty much helped him all the time. Every weekend that I was kind of off from either work or school, I'd go over and help him out with his garden, and that made me feel really connected. So after he kind of passed away, I was really afraid of what life would be like without him, because I spent a lot of my life around him, and we were pretty much, I was, you know my mom was a single mom, and my grandparents were there to really help my mom and help raise us. And so we were a really big part of their lives. And I just felt this fear after my grandfather was gone. Like, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I wouldn't know what to do with where I want to go. But it took me about a year of that, I remember, of grieving and kind of finding another direction. And that's where I made the leap to try something new, and I'm glad I did. I met a lot of great people during this time, a lot of great connections. Even though that we are all kind of far apart, I do still feel, those memories and stuff from these like a lot of these good times that we've had and stuff. And I can still reach out for sure, and I have been, every once in a while to kind of connect a little bit. But um, realizing that friends, they can come and go, and it was really essential for me during that time. I realized that just that fear of not moving forward, if I didn't break through that fear, then I wouldn't have been able to move out of that home environment. I would not have been able to meet those new friends or new connections. And every now and then now, even though I have more of a um, just more of a drive to keep pushing forward with anything new that's about to take place. Like, I have not received yet um, a verdict. Well, I wouldn't say verdict. It's not law, but a answer yet back from the employer that reached out to me about this new opportunity. And if that ends up happening, that's another change within a short amount of time, because I literally just moved here, and now I might be moving out again here and then potentially moving back here, but I don't know. Again, like, opportunities like that can bring new horizons, a new career path for me, just new things. I'm open to it now, and I've been asking a lot for these kind of opportunities, and that's what happens when you are open. You have an open mind, and you're not fearing change, and things take place, and you have to push forward regardless of the situation. So that's one of the things that I've learned about having that fear, is that if you don't push forward through it, it will hold you back big time, and then you'll definitely have regrets looking back, saying, "Oh, I should have." As much as that scared me to picture a life without, I also realize as well that that push through that breakthrough of that fear, what has allowed me to grow and has allowed me to experience new things, new friends, new opportunities, new jobs. And yeah, that's just part of that, breaking that fear. It's a tough thing to break, and I still catch myself every now and then having that fear of what's next, what's next if I take this job, what's next, who will I meet, will I regret it, will it be a bad decision, like all these things. And also, the more you kind of worry about that stuff, the worse off it is for you. You just have to go into it with hopes, and just that things are going to work out for you. That's just what it is. And if it doesn't, you learn something valuable, um, and you just keep learning. That's what it's about. So hope you guys like this little video about my kind of experience overcoming this fear. There's many fears out there that I want to get into that I feel like people really maybe not aware of, and that could be in another video, but I'm going to keep this a little bit short, guys. Take care out there, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.